Every year, the world loses an estimated $10 trillion to hacks, data breaches, and cybercrime. That's more than the GDP of Japan. And while governments, corporations, and blockchains claim to be building defenses, the breaches keep coming, bigger, faster, and costlier. But what if there was a blockchain designed from the ground up to eliminate the most common attack surfaces? Today, we're exploring how the Internet Computer Protocol, or ICP, might just be the most secure blockchain ever built, and how its architecture could change the cybersecurity game forever. Stick around, because the biggest threat to Web3 might not be price volatility, but security. Welcome back to the Crypto IQ, where we cut through the hype and uncover what's real in crypto and Web3. In this episode, part 2 of our ICP Deep Dive series, we're going to break down why ICP's unique architecture offers security advantages no other blockchain can match. You'll discover how its zero-trust design protects against common Web2 exploits, how orthogonal persistence and chain key tech make data tampering nearly impossible, why secure AI hosting on ICP could be a game changer for the next decade. And finally, we'll look at real-world examples of dApps and organizations already benefiting from these defenses. Coming up, we start with the $10 trillion cybercrime crisis and why current solutions keep failing. Cybersecurity is no longer a niche IT concern. It's a global economic threat. Cybersecurity Ventures predicts that cybercrime costs will hit $10.5 trillion annually by 2025. This includes direct theft, ransomware payouts, and the long-term economic fallout of lost data and trust. Consider these case studies. Equifax, 2017, hackers exploited a known vulnerability to access sensitive data of 147 million people. The breach cost the company over $4 billion in total damages and settlements. Colonial Pipeline, 2021. A ransomware attack crippled fuel distribution in the eastern United States, forcing the company to pay a $4.4 million ransom in Bitcoin. The FBI later recovered part of it, but not the trust. Poly Network, 2021. A cross-chain DeFi protocol lost $610 million in one of the largest DeFi hacks ever. While most funds were returned, the exploit exposed systemic smart contract vulnerabilities. Ronin Network, 2022. The bridge for Axie Infinity was hacked for $620 million, largely due to compromised private keys, a centralization failure. In almost every case, the core issue was the same, a centralized point of failure. Whether it's an API server on AWS, a poorly secured database, or a small set of validator nodes, attackers know where the weakest link is, and they go for it. Even in Web3, front ends, API gateways, and infrastructure are often hosted on big tech's cloud. If that cloud goes down or is compromised, the decentralized service fails. Coming up, how ICP's architecture removes 90% of these vulnerabilities before an attacker even shows up. ICP is built on a zero-trust philosophy. The idea that no part of the system should be implicitly trusted, and every interaction must be cryptographically verified. Here's how the key components work. 1. Chain Key Cryptography. ICP uses a single public key for the entire network, underpinned by BLS signatures. This allows the network to produce short, verifiable signatures for any message without revealing private keys. It also enables subnet key rotation, making it far harder for attackers to compromise the network long term. 2. Orthogonal persistence. Traditional blockchains can't efficiently store large amounts of state data directly on-chain. ICP's canisters store both code and data persistently on-chain, eliminating the need for external databases like AWS-hosted MongoDB, which are frequent attack vectors. 3. Subnet Isolation. The network is divided into subnets, each hosting a subset of canisters. If one subnet is compromised or fails, the others remain unaffected, similar to bulkhead compartments on a ship. 4. Boundary nodes. These act as secure gateways between the internet computer and the public internet, filtering malicious traffic, mitigating DDoS attacks, and providing TLS termination without relying on centralized CDN services. Dfinity engineers describe this as security baked into the physics of the network, meaning developers don't have to bolt on third-party security tools because the design itself reduces exposure. Coming up next, the same features that secure ICP's apps also make it the perfect home for AI workloads. ICP introduced the Caffeine framework, enabling developers to host AI models natively on-chain. Why does this matter for security? Because AI systems are increasingly targeted in 3 main ways. Data poisoning. Malicious actors feed corrupt data to models during training, degrading their accuracy. Model theft. Stealing trained models to replicate capabilities without authorization. Censorship and deplatforming. Centralized AI providers can be forced to shut down services. ICP mitigates these by keeping the entire AI service inside a cryptographically secure canister. This ensures tamper-proof inference output can be verified by the network. Data confidentiality. Sensitive training datasets never leave the blockchain. Censorship resistance. AI services remain available regardless of external pressure. CoinDesk reported that following the Caffeine launch, ICP saw a spike in developer registrations, with many coming from AI startups concerned about model integrity. Example: a fintech AI fraud detection model hosted entirely on ICP can be queried by banks without revealing its training data, protecting both the bank's privacy and the model's IP. Coming up, how these security features translate into real-world impact across industries. ICP's architecture is already proving valuable in sectors where data breaches are catastrophic. Finance. Decentralized exchanges built entirely on ICP avoid DNS hijacks and API attacks common in other ecosystems. Healthcare. Hospitals can share patient records securely across borders without relying on third-party cloud providers, ensuring compliance with GDPR and HIPAA. Government. National ID systems can be built on ICP to prevent identity theft and fraud. In Europe, Dfinity has partnered with research institutions. The project aims to detect anomalies in transaction data without exposing sensitive account information to any single party. This isn't hypothetical. It's being tested right now, and if successful, it could become a blueprint for secure, decentralized AI deployment worldwide. The internet computer's architecture is more than just a technical curiosity. It's a fundamentally different approach to application security. By removing centralized infrastructure from the equation, ICP offers resilience against some of the most damaging attack vectors in both Web2 and Web3. As AI becomes deeply integrated into our economy, the demand for secure, verifiable, censorship-resistant hosting will only grow. ICP is positioning itself as the blockchain capable of delivering exactly that. Drop a comment. Which industry do you think will adopt ICP's secure hosting first? Subscribe so you don't miss part 3, where we'll explore ICP's roadmap, partnerships, and why it's still massively undervalued.